I started working with my own coach for the first time years ago now. And I spent such a long time working on mindset because I'd created a mindset of 15 years worth of convincing myself that me building and growing my own business wasn't possible for me. So I know firsthand how powerful it is when you look at and work on your own mindset. Now, mindset in itself is a training that, goodness, we could do a whole week's training on it. So I'm not going to be able to cover that today in as much detail as that. But what I do want to give you is 3 really simple strategies that you can implement into your life that are going to give you immediate results. You're gonna notice a difference very quickly by implementing these strategies. And if anyone does have any questions around mindset and you do want to go into more detail, absolutely, please do reach out to me. So when we take control of our mindset, what it does is it empowers us, because what we do essentially is we step back and we put ourselves back in the driver's seat of our life, and we make the choice of what we are going to think, what we're going to feel, what we're going to say, and what we're going to do. We take the control back. So working on your mindset is so empowering, and that really is going to help with boosting your confidence as well. So the 3 strategies that I want to share with you today. The first one is having a ritual of doing a gratitude list. Now, some people say to do this in the morning, some people say to do it in the evening. My recommendation, and it's based on my own experience and results, and also the experience and results that I've seen with my clients as well. My recommendation based on that is for you to do it in the evening. And the reason why is because, well, first of all, the mind cannot think a positive and a negative thought at the same time. What we want to do is we want to put our mind into a positive state before we go to bed, so that when we're sleeping, our mind is already focusing on positive. Because what can happen is when we go to bed, our minds can be racing with 101 different things that we've got going on, or especially if you're under stress or pressure, or if you're worried about something, nighttime is really the time when your mind is likely to be racing about those sort of things. So what we want to do is we want to stop that, and we want to replace it with an alternative behaviour. And a great way to do that is by getting into the habit of having a journal and pen by your bedside, and just before you get into bed, write down 10 things that you are grateful for. So you can ask yourself 10 things that you're grateful for. First of all, think of the day that you've just had, and then think about your life in general. And what this does is it forces your mind to go through all of the positives that you have in your life to try and pick one. And it's a fantastic technique to use. So the recommendation is to do that before you go to bed. The next step is for you to, in the morning when you wake up, use affirmations. Now, I know there's lots of different recommendations out there for how to use affirmations, how to create affirmations. What I will say is create an affirmation. So an affirmation is a positive statement that you repeat to yourself. Some people say it has to be in present tense, some people say it has to be in future tense. So it's really up to you to find what feels right for you. So I'm not going to tell you which way to do your affirmation, because what feels right for me might not feel right for you. So definitely explore that in the world of Google and see what feels right for you. But what I want you to do is set yourself at least 5 affirmations. And at this point, you've now got your goal, that you've got your long-term goal that you want to achieve. You've got your broken down 90-day goal that you're working on. and you already know how you want to be feeling, thinking and acting in terms of confidence. So what would be great is for you to create 5 affirmations that really align to all of those things and reaffirm your faith and belief in yourself to achieve those things. So for me, when I was moving to Spain, I was really worried about not making any friends because I didn't know anyone out here. So one of my affirmations, just to give you an example, was I make friends easily and effortlessly. Another affirmation was I absolutely love meeting new people and learning about their amazing life experiences. So you can see how when you align it to what it is that you're trying to achieve, or a fear that's come up for you around what it is that you're trying to achieve, and turn that into a positive affirmation. Then when you wake up every morning, I want you to repeat those affirmations out loud 5 times. If you want to do it more than 5 times, you can. So what we're doing then is when you go to bed, we are creating a positive mindset state before you go to bed. And then when you wake up in the morning, we're reaffirming that state by repeating these affirmations that are aligned with what it is that you're trying to achieve. So you are taking control of what you are thinking at 2 of the key times of the day. Now, the third thing that I want you to do is I want you to consciously feed your mind with motivation, inspiration, and knowledge. Now, the best way that you can do this is through reading or listening to audio. So if you prefer to read a book, absolutely. If you don't have time to sit down and read a book, or reading's not your thing, audio is fantastic. And with audio, you don't need to find any extra time to do this. Again, you can bring this into your existing routine, because we're looking to set you up for success. We're not looking to add any more onto your plate. So your existing routine, pick a time each day when you can listen to an audio for at least 30 minutes. So for me, it's in the morning when I'm getting ready. And so I know there's a guaranteed 30-minute period when I can put on an audio. So at the moment, I'm listening to Tony Robbins. Absolutely love Tony Robbins. I've been to one of his training events. Absolutely mind-blowing. It's kind of ironic because we have very different communication styles. However, his shock tactics do seem to work really well with me. So anyway, I've got saved in a playlist on YouTube, lots of Tony Robbins that's relevant to me, where I'm at and what it is that I'm trying to achieve. And so every morning I will put on one of those. Now you want to pick something or someone that when you listen to it, after you've finished listening to it, you feel good, you feel inspired, you feel motivated, you feel ready to go. That's how you want to be feeling after you listen to this. So I want you to pick something or someone that you find inspiring, you find motivating, empowering, and either download an audio book that you could listen to or save some on YouTube like I have.